Whiskey Wednesday again. What is this time? It's a bit of Irish. Hello again, I'm Nathan. Welcome back to Whiskey Wednesday. As I said, a little bit of Jameson Irish whiskey. I've already had a little bit because I can't always buy brand new bottles for this. It's expensive. Never mind. Right, as usual, normal format. I'll try all the different ways. First of all, a neat pour. You chop with a Glencairn. It's really, really narrow to pour from into even. So, okay, that to one side for the time being. So, quite a nice, rich golden colour. Not overly dark, but not as light as some of the like Islay whiskies and some of those that tend to be quite light, but not as deep colour as a bourbon, which tend to be more sort of reddy, orangey colour. But this is quite a nice colour, classic whiskey sort of colour to it. More flowery notes than most of the other ones I've had recently. A little bit of sweetness, but not the kind of sweetness you get from like bourbon and that sort of thing. So not sort of maple syrupy or caramelly, or that's why it's a different sort of sweetness to it. Biscuity sweetness, I guess. You know, you have like shortbread biscuits, something like that, and you kind of get just the sweetness from it. It's that kind of sweetness that it's in something rather than being sugar by itself. So a lot of bourbons, that sort of thing, and some of the other ones I've tasted, you get sweetness, but you can tell it's caramel or butterscotch, things like that. But this isn't. This is a sweetness that's been baked into something. So like shortbread biscuits or something like that. That kind of sweetness, if you know what I sort of mean. I'm not sensing much else. There's not a huge amount going on. Oh, a bit much then. I'm not sure what else I'm picking up. No, that's it really. The floral notes and the kind of the biscuity British biscuit, you know, not American biscuit, no, cookie, no, shortbread biscuit type of smell to it, which is nice. It's nice and simple. It's not overpowering. It's fine. It's not too strong. Nice aftertaste to it as well. Let's try that again. Again, it's got some of the sugary notes, and that kind of eases sort of through it. It's not overly sugary, like I said. It's more of a baked-in sugar type of sweetness to it. A little bit of spiciness to the finish, not a huge amount, just a little bit, and it kind of lingers. The flavours. It's kind of, I don't know, more like fudge kind of feel to it rather than the flavour. It's kind of like the mouthfeel is more like kind of fudgy and creamy. That's right. It is a really creamy kind of aftertaste to it. No, it is a really creamy kind of butterscotchy type of thing that you kind of feel more than taste. It's weird to describe because it's not so much the flavour, but how it kind of feels and makes your mouth feel. So I don't know if it's the oils in it that are kind of just coating my mouth and kind of giving it that kind of velvety, smooth fudge kind of sort of feel and almost flavour. Because the thing is, the way it smells and feels is as much sort of with the taste as well, and it all kind of goes into one. So you'll think you taste something. It's not necessarily that you're tasting, but it's the experience of tasting that you kind of associate with it. Same with smells. Smells can kind of take you back to a place you've been. Like you smell something from your childhood, it'll make you think of your childhood. It's not you're tasting your childhood or smelling your childhood, but it's reminding you of that, and that's what taste and smell often is. Yeah, so it ends slightly peppery, but then goes back into the velvety kind of butterscotchy, fudgy kind of finish to it. Let's have a look what other people say. So, all right. Floral nose leads with a smooth sweetness of marmalade and fudge before a hit of Madeira and a little cut grass note. I'm not sure. That's part of the kind of the floral notes I'm picking up, I must admit. So I get the fudginess, but I'm getting that more in the taste rather than the the smell. It's thick and good body with notes of orchard fruits, both fresh and cooked, with a little vanilla cream. So there's the creaminess I was saying, the vanilla fudge. See, it's one of the things I don't want to say vanilla, it'd be more the fudge and that sort of thing, because I don't have a lot of vanilla. Finish medium length with spice and honey. Not so much honey, I don't think. I'm getting more, like I said, more of the kind of fudgy butterscotch kind of feeling to it. So I see, as usual, a little bit of water in it. Just a tiny little bit. I'm not going to swirl it around as much, so I think I possibly agitated too much. If you could see it, you can see the kind of oil separate, like when oil hits water or water hits oil, you get that kind of separation. I'm actually seeing that separation. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's kind of like, just almost like a difference, and you can kind of see a film on top, where it hasn't mixed. Oh, that took away the floral notes completely. That is just kind of fudgy butterscotch vanilla. Still not getting much cut grass, but it's definitely the sweet notes have been pulled out of it. And that's what I'm getting. There's a little bit of floral notes now as well, not as much. Not as sweet. And the aftertaste kind of goes bitter. It's not, I can still feel the vanilla-y fudgy notes in it, but it's kind of got bitter. That's really strange. Really, really weird. That's gone really kind of bitter and unusual. I quite like it though. Yeah, it's kind of toned down the sweetness. And I can, it's weird, I can taste the alcohol more. You can see the glass is coating quite a lot, is sticking to the glass. So I'd say there's kind of a little bit oils and so on sticking to the glass a little bit more noticeably. Now it's starting to mix together. It's settling back into the more floral notes and that sort of thing. So interesting. Right, I'll set up these three so they give a chance to kind of mix up a little bit. Okay, so over ice. And Pepsi. I don't like Coke. And my favourite, in coffee. Okie dokie then. What do we have here, I wonder? Right. Mix them all just a little bit. Well, that, I wish it would pick that up on camera, but when I look at that, I can see the kind of oils swirling around in there and it kind of changing. Don't know if the camera picks up. It probably doesn't, but let's try. I don't want to do it too late or it'll go watered down. Not a lot on the nose, kind of sweetness. That's it, not much else. A little bit of sweet finish. I'm not picking up the kind of vanilla-y. It's mainly more alcohol flavour. It's actually bringing out the whiskey flavour, the ethanol and that sort of thing, the kind of base alcoholness, I suppose, of it, more than anything else, which is interesting. It's different. It holds up. It tastes like alcohol. It doesn't really have, I said, any of the kind of nuances of the neat pour. I don't get all the vanilla and the fudge and that sort of thing in it. It's just alcohol tasting. Which, you know, if you're wanting just the alcohol flavour, then fine. It's fair enough. It's not it's not an unpleasant alcohol flavour. It adds a vanilla tone. So as I was saying before with the normal one, it's got the fudgy butterscotch kind of flavour. It adds it and makes it more like a vanilla Coke. There's not a lot of alcohol taste to it once again. I'm not putting a lot in, I'm only putting one pour, but it's not a very big glass of Coke, so you know, take from that as you will. But it's, yeah, it doesn't taste like there's a lot of alcohol in it. It's just added those sweet vanilla fudgy notes to it, and it has given the kind of smoothness as well, which is quite unusual. I was using my branded mug, but I figure with this I'm actually keeping it at the same temperature for each one. As you can see, the light is on, means my temperature's reached, which is 59.5 degrees Celsius. Whatever that is in Fahrenheit, I don't know, 160 or something, is it? I don't know, I don't use Fahrenheit. It's not a lot on the nose. It smells like coffee, but the coffee's kind of muted. It's not really strong smelling, and I've got plain black coffee, so a little bit of alcohol flavour and a little bit of the kind of creamy vanilla-ness to it. Yeah, and kind of the aftertaste is kind of alcohol-y, I suppose is the only way I can describe it. Great technical terms here, as always, as you expect. That's quite nice. I'm going for that again. That's really nice. Yeah, you can taste the vanilla. Kind of, it's taken away the bitterness of the black coffee. How's that? I've put whiskey, strong flavour, into a coffee, which is a strong bitter flavour, and the bitterness goes, oh, there's the bitterness now. It's just a kind of aftertaste. After it's all gone out of your mouth, it's just left the bitterness there. But you don't taste it before then. That's really strange. Very strange. Right, I'm going back down the line. Definitely vanilla. Definitely vanilla. That's actually really nice. I quite like that. Yeah, not a lot of flavour, just the alcohol. Strange. I don't like that. It's different. The Jack Daniels and bourbon and so on usually gives it that kind of, well, you know, the sort of taste of Jack Daniels. You get the alcohol taste. That doesn't. That just leaves it with pure vanilla. Very strange. No cut grass. Definitely not. Still prefer that. Oh yeah, it's just that creamy aftertone. It's absolutely fantastic. Very good. Well, that was interesting. I do like Jameson anyway. Obviously, everyone's had Jameson before, but not necessarily in all these different ways. Kind of examining it. So I found that quite interesting. Hopefully you did as well. Hopefully it's helping you if you're new to whiskey and just trying to find out what you like. That's quite good with vanilla and so on. It's not alcohol forward at all, apart from when you put it with ice. So be wary of that. If you like ice with it, it does become just an alcohol flavour. I can't taste a lot of the vanilla and everything else, which makes this quite nice. But with Coke, if you like vanilla Coke and want some alcohol in it, that's actually really good. And with coffee, yeah, that was quite nice. It took the bitterness away, gave it the slight sweetness of vanilla. Yeah, fantastic. So next time I'm going back to Scotch. We'll see what that one is, and then after that I'm probably, I don't know, something a little bit different maybe. So thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe, click the bell, which is somewhere, I have no idea, it's somewhere on screen. Please click that as well and subscribe, and have a look at what videos I've got coming up next, and come see me again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.